Hello. So as you can see, I bought a Yamaha FC6. It's a 2005 model. You might be wondering why I bought this specific bike. Many four-cylinder motorcycles have gotten the axe, basically, and I don't think that's slowing down anytime soon, especially as we get closer and closer to electric bikes. So yeah, I thought I might as well buy one while I can, and own one while I can, and yeah, just experience it while they're around. Another factor of buying this bike was the price, and basically I've been burnt by value deflation before, and bikes around this age, so this is nearly 20 years old, most of them, unless there's some sort of special edition or something, they have kind of hit their deflation minimum or maximum, whichever way you want to put it. The price I bought it for is likely not to be that different from the price I sell it for eventually. Another factor was how am I going to use this bike? So I wanted a bike that I wasn't really afraid to drop or scratch, or I wasn't going to be too precious about. Basically, it's a 20-year-old bike. I don't mind if it gets a little scuffed, you know. That's kind of what I want to do. That I want to take it on some longer trips without, as I say, being too precious about it. I want to take it on a track day, and if I drop it, it's not the end of the world. It's still a pricey bit of kit, but you know, it's not like buying a brand new bike and dropping it, and I just couldn't live with that. So that's definitely one of the reasons I got an older bike. Another reason, even though it's a bit of a smaller reason, I kind of want to learn a little bit more how to maintain a bike. Because with my old bike I got a little bit reliant on just taking it into the workshop, even for oil changes. That was mainly to keep it on the book, but I feel like I lost a little bit of practice in maintaining the bike. So with this one, I'm pretty much going to do everything myself, unless it's something like a valve clearance. So yeah, it's a little bit of a learning experience, this bike. Not a full-on project, but I will be doing stuff to it and, you know, maintaining and replacing parts where I see fit. For this next bit, let's go for a ride.
So you might be asking, why did I get a 600cc instead of, say, an 1000 or something like that? I've been riding on and off for about 5 years in total, I would say. Mainly in the summer. Obviously you get a decent amount of experience in that in that time, but I still feel like there's a lot for me to learn. A lot of that time has been more focused on getting to places, I suppose, rather than focusing on how to become an amazing rider. Even though you kind of do both at the same time, but I've never necessarily been like crazy focused on just rider skill, I guess. There's just still a lot for me to learn, and I think the 600cc is a good step up from the 500. It is about twice the horsepower of the CBR 500 that I had before, so it's still a decent jump up, but not, I wouldn't say a crazy jump up to an 1000 or something like that. Like when I say an 1000, I mean like a four-cylinder sport bike or something, you know. Like I said, I'm hoping to do track days on this, and that should kind of help me improve my skill, I think. And when I say skill, I mean, obviously everyone has in mind when you say skill is to become a faster rider, but when I say skill, I kind of mean to be able to ride at a decent pace but still safely, well, as safely as possible. As that saying, you know, anyone can ride fast, but not everyone can ride fast well, and I want to be able to ride fast well, so that's why I didn't jump up to an 1000cc just yet. So yeah, if you're new here and this is one of the first videos you've seen of mine, I would say this is probably a good point to join, subscribe, whatever you want to call it, because this is probably, I would call it like just a brand new chapter in the channel, really. So now's a good jumping in point, I would say. And yeah, if you've been a subscriber, hopefully you stick around. I know there's a few people that subscribe just for the CBR, but yeah, hopefully you stick around. I've got lots of ideas for this bike, content-wise. So it'll be bike-centric, but also I'll have just some general travel stuff if you're interested in travelling Scotland. And just generally if you want to see the, shenanigans you've come to expect from the channel. Oh, 2 little pheasants. But thanks for watching, and here's to a new chapter on the channel. See you next video.